Let's go, baby. So yeah, if you can't wait, it's a model I'm running. It's basically without altering the main game experience.
Look at you, hacker. Corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine?
Shit, no, why not?
Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine?
Femdom?
In 2072, a rogue artificial
Because of the AI?
intelligence known as Shodan lost her mind. In her limitless imagination, Shodan saw herself as a goddess, destined to inherit the earth. That image was snuffed out by the hacker who created her.
February 3rd is the day the magic happens. The Von Braun, the first starship in history capable of traveling at faster than light speed, will undertake her maiden voyage. This incredible journey is the result of teamwork between the UNN Protectorate
The nature of
and
message.
the incredible scientific minds at the newly relicensed Tri-Optimum Corporation.
Nah, I can't remember that.
Imagine being able to travel to distant star systems in a period of weeks. It's all part of Tri-Op's commitment to the future. The Von Braun is packed with over 1.8 billion flight, scientific, and security systems, nearly all developed by Tri-Optimum and its wholly owned subsidiaries.
I don't think there's any feminazi
Providing
things
security for the
stuff
Von
here.
Braun as she plows through the heavens will be the UNN Rickenbacker. At her helm will be no less than Captain William Bedford Diego himself, hero of the Battle of Boston Harbor during the Eastern States Police action. This incredible union of government and corporation is made possible by an intricate series of docking mechanisms that will allow the Rickenbacker to piggyback its way into jump space. Sleek, fast, revolutionary. Who knows what wonders await our crews in the bosom of the cosmos? All we do know is that it's a great day for mankind.
As a UNN Von Braun, we've been hijacked by an unknown force. Ship security has been compromised. Do not allow the ship... Repeat, do not allow the ship to leave under any circumstances. I don't know what we're up against here.
I was always thinking that Deus Ex and System Shock 2 were made by the same studio, but that is not true. System Shock 2 was made by Looking Glass Studios, which I also think made Thief. Yeah? Thief 1, 2, 3, I don't know. He's not that great. Crazy, man. What happened to those dudes? Probably they all are now millionaires and have their own studios.
Look at you, hacker. A pathetic...
Why that game is so special for me is, I think it was one of the first games I played as a young Timmy. I was thinking, nah, it can't be that good, that game is too old. It's from 99. But people talk about it, and looks not that great.
Welcome to the Ramsey Center UNN recruitment facility. Please watch your step when leaving the train. The grav shafts at the end of the hall will take you to the street-level training and recruitment center. Please proceed to the grav shafts.
Was System Shock 2 released after Half-Life or before Half-Life? But then I played it and I got completely drawn in. And I can remember it to this very day. They did not sell, I think System Shock 2 didn't sell well? Are you sure? After Half-Life? Oh yeah. So it makes sense here with this. Set here is basically the graphics. Yeah, but they run the classic Unreal Engine, I think. Yeah, and Half-Life was a modified... Yeah, Gold Source was a modified Quake engine. It was always a competition, but it was great to have two engines competing with each other. Not like nowadays you have that shit crap Unreal Engine and nothing else. That, man, the sounds even. Do you remember in Half-Life? Because the beginning scene here is super resembling Half-Life. On the other hand, it's hard to tell also because... the Half-Life Gold Source engine was exactly a modified Quake 2 engine, yeah. Heavily modified. And heavily updated. I mean, now it is even outperforming Quake 3 engines. That was Gold Source. While Half-Life 2 is Source.
Step into the grav shafts to proceed to the street-level recruitment.
It's definitely not Unreal. You can... How did they create this clean sound back in the days? That is also... which game we played? Yeah, okay, it is a completely different story. I just watched one of my Metal Gear Solid 1 videos. The ambient noise is massive. Extremely good. It's like you are there. How did they create that back in the days? In modern games I find often the sound muffled somehow. I can't... I mean, it's probably 5 gigabytes big, but... yeah, here that is positional audio. The classic times, yeah. Man, I love it. Let me tell, that car is, man, 15 degrees off me, yeah? That must be... I think that's Unreal Engine, right? Unreal 2 engine.
Before you choose your career, you'll want to learn some basic abilities. First, you should go into the Basic Training Center. When you're done with basic training, proceed to the Advanced Training area. To pick up some basic skills you'll need... Welcome, trainee. While you're in our virtual training courses, we provide you with a simulated cyber interface. This training interface is identical to an actual military-grade cyber interface. Now, let's try it out. Move the mouse. See how it changes where you look? That means you're in shoot mode. Hit the tab key. This puts you in use mode, where you can use your mouse to interact with items in the world. Open your primary MFD, or multifunction display, by clicking on the MFD button near the bottom of the screen. This display shows your strengths in various areas. When you're ready to continue, press the tab key to go back to shoot mode. Try changing between modes until you get the hang of it. Follow the red path along the ground to the next training station. To pick up items, center them on your screen and right-click. This will automatically place that item into your inventory. To view your inventory, press the tab key. You can move items around your inventory. To use items like buttons in computers, center them in your view and click the right mouse button. All usable items will have brackets around them. Highlight the button on the pillar and right-click. The object before you is a med hypo. Pick it up and then press tab to go into use mode. Right-clicking on the med hypo will use it and restore some needed hit points. Your hit points are displayed by a bar. See the crate in front of you? To search it, center it on your screen and right-click. If you are in use mode, simply move the pointer to the crate and right-click. To take an item from that container, simply left-click on. One of the most important tools you have as a soldier is your PDA. This device stores audio logs, emails, and other useful information.
This message is coming from the audio log you just picked up. You can use your PDA at any time to play any audio log or email you've received. In the field, the PDA is also used for keeping track of your current mission objectives and obtaining help information.
You've done well. Remember, if you're unclear on any aspect of what if you've completed basic training, you're ready for the advanced lessons provided here. Advanced...
Alright, wannabe. Good to have you on board. You'll notice when you're in the CyberLink booth, the UNN has kindly provided you with a virtual cyber interface and all the simulated skill levels you'll need for the training tasks. But don't get too cocky.
Yeah,
they'll disappear once you leave the booth.
System Shock 2 runs on the same, or on a modified engine of Thief 2, which both, I guess, are modified engines of Quake 2. Yeah.
Now we'll teach you how to handle a firearm. Pick up the pistol and the clip from the table. You can equip the weapon in one of two ways. Bring up your inventory and drag the pistol to your weapons equip slot near the right-hand side of your inventory. If that's too slow for you, you can use the hotkeys on the keyboard. Press 2. If the pistol was in your inventory, it will equip for you automatically. To lock and load the ammo clip, hit the R key or hit the reload button on the lower right corner of your screen. Once you've loaded the firearm, take a shot at the dummy robot by pressing your left mouse button in shoot mode. Notice how its health bar gets shorter as you chip away at it. Some items need to be charged with energy before they can be used. Pick up the laser pistol. Now use the recharging station nearby. The recharge station will juice up all of your energy-based items. Weapons, batteries, you name it. Weapons are not fine wines. They do not get better with age. The colored dot on the lower right corner of the screen tells you what kind of shape your firearm is in. Green is good, red is bad. To fight the effects of wear and tear, a soldier with maintenance skill can use a maintenance tool to improve the condition of his weapon.
The
Just
sound,
pick up the tool, open your inventory,
the
and drag the tool
sound
onto your
is so
pistol.
nuts clear.
Remember that maintenance tools are only good for a single use.
It is so... What is it? You can hear... I mean, that game runs EAX, and I have that tool here I can show you. It's not that easy because Creative basically stopped distributing the tool. But most modern audio cards, basically all, it doesn't matter if onboard, I mean most people use onboard nowadays, dedicated sound cards are not really a thing anymore. But they have a EAX... what do you call it? Compatibility mode, emulation. Yeah? And you need Alchemy. But you might need a specific version of Alchemy. Yeah? Alchemy Universal. If you Google that, you might find it. And then you can add the game folder in order to activate EAX. It doesn't sound that great as if you back in the days when you had an Audigy, a true dedicated sound card with EAX support, but you can hear it, yeah. And the sound, man, back in the days they paid so much. Look at that. Listen to that. Now give me a single game, a single modern game that has such clear but deep sound of a whatever plasma shit here. Or the walking sounds, I mean, EAX can also be sometimes shitty, creating too much Hall effect. Listen to that. It's crazy. Crazy good. Always sounds different.
Good work. Now you're ready for the Marines. Take a look at the other training areas first before you enlist. They might just come in handy.
Inside, we'll teach you the basic... Welcome. You'll notice the object in front of you is a container of nanites. Nanites are consumed whenever you perform technical tasks, such as hacking or repairing. When you pick up the container of nanites, they do not go in your general inventory, but are instead displayed in use mode on the bottom left of your screen. Walk over to the keypad by the door and try out hacking.
Man, that guy feels like here the void camp test. How does it feel to touch fingers and fingers with a human? What was it? Those keywords? No, man, I think Blade Runner 2049 re-pulled off there. How does it feel to put human fingers on fingers? Cells. How is it to have a baby in your hand? Cells. Black cells. That scene was really so genius, man. How is it to be loved by somebody while being in love? Cells, Jimmy. Cells, Jimmy. You struggling? What is going on with you? Isn't it sounds like the same dude, man. He could pull off that void Kampf, what was it called? Yeah, something like that. That Blade Runner test.
You can use nanites to buy items from replicators. To use a replicator, right-click on it. Then left-click on the item you wish to
Please make your
purchase.
selection.
The item you purchased will drop into the slot below.
Thank you for
Make sure you pick up your purchases before you leave.
choosing value wrap.
Yeah, man, that is... Gee, that was I mean, it's not the first game that did this RPG FPS, but... It definitely perfected it, yeah, what you see in games like Bioshock. And Deus Ex. Deus Ex Iron Storm, but it feels like, those dudes were super... inspired by it, definitely. I mean, the entire interface, everything is close. How does it feel to pick up items? Cells. Interlinked cells. Cells, interlinked cells. Why did you see two Say cells, interlinked cells 10 times. Cells, interlinked cells.
This is a security camera. If a camera spots you, it will raise an alarm and summon security forces to your location. You can either wait out the alarm or access the nearest security computer to stop the alarm immediately. You can also hack security computers to temporarily disable all cameras and turrets in the area. To hack a security computer, right-click it, then left-click the hack button.
Cells interlinked in cells in blackness. Why don't you repeat that 5 times? Oh, kurwa. Wait, what? Should I need first hack?
Security system offline.
Yeah, man, that game was the defining. That made the entire genre interesting. They call it immersive sim. I don't know. Interesting name. Or I call it RPG FPS or whatever. I don't know.
Security system online.
It was not the first game that did that. There is the studio that is remastering all those games. They also remastered the first game. I need to play it, but it looks rather janky. Not janky, let's say interesting.
Security system offline.
Yeah, I remember it was more difficult. We will see in the game. Why don't you say that 5 times?
Security system online.
You're not even close to baseline. Gee, man, that scene was legendary, man. Shit, man, it was so good.
You've learned the basics of the technical skills. There are several other technical skills you'll learn throughout the course of your career, such as repairing items and modifying weapons. The cyber interfaces for these tasks.
Inside, you will learn. We've provided you with a virtual. The red bar at the lower left of your screen tells you how many side points.
What is going on with the sound? Why is it so clear, man? If I would have here some... Yeah, but I tell you, I had $1,000 headphones. Don't make that much difference. If the sound source is shit. What is with those classic games sounding like... Bam, yeah?
You have. Psi points symbolize the current ability to use your Psi powers. Psi hypos. This Psi amp amplifies your Psi powers and lets you project them into the real world. To equip it, pick it up, and then hit the tilde key. Firing the Psi amp activates your currently selected Psi discipline. You currently have access to 2 disciplines, cryokinesis and kinetic redirection. Go into use mode and click on the arrows on the bottom right of the screen. This will cycle through your available Psi disciplines. Later, clicking on the arrows above the number to the left will allow you to select Psi disciplines from higher tiers. Use cryokinesis to destroy the robot and kinetic redirection to pull that nanite container towards you. Be careful. Holding down the mouse button can augment the power, but holding it down for too long will cause burnout, which will damage you. If you run out of Psi points, use another Psi hypo.
Psi hypo. Roger that. Looking, what is a Psi hypo?
Mastery of the mind is a slow but rewarding process. Return to this area if you need more guidance. Before you enlist in the OSA, it would be useful to experiment in the other training courses.
Here's where you make your choice, soldier. Here's where you enlist in one of the 3 branches of the military. Once you decide on your branch of service, there's no going back. A shuttle will take you to a UNN orbital space station, where you'll receive a briefing regarding your yearly postings. Good luck.
Let's go fucking Navy. Man, crazy. Was even before my time they already pulled off masterful stunts. The sound is like in my headphones. It's like... Okay, here is no positional. Let's play it center mass. Okay, my first year in the Navy. FNG. Fucking new guy.
Welcome aboard the space station Chesapeake Bay, sailor. It looks like you've picked up some standard weapon skills at basic on Coronado Island. Now it's time for your tour of duty. Your tour will consist of 4 postings over 4 years. In this man's Navy, you're given a choice of 3 different postings a year. It's up to you to decide what kind of career you want to have, so choose wisely. Just approach a shuttle bay to receive a briefing on a posting.
That's crazy.
If you think that posting is right for you, head into that bay to accept the assignment.
That's basically your character creation, yeah? But in a very interactive way. Good. Military police, engineers mate. Ship's ops. Yeah, what will this do to me? Hard to tell. Yeah? It's not like warrior soldier. Okay, engineer's mate. Yeah, okay, engineer skills. Ship ops. I mean, that is also rather technical. Yeah, let's go ship ops.
The UNN Lucille is looking for an ops training officer to learn the ship's navigation and data control.
+1 egg, +1 strength, sounds good. Good! We spent our first year in the Navy, it was not too bad. Lawrence Tactical Training School. United Nations Navy Pierce Ordnance Master. Is it some sort of weapons master? Okay.
The UNN Carfax is undertaking a mission to examine a newly discovered Class B comet approaching the... The UNN Pierce is ferrying liberated political... Laverne, Florida hosts the Navy's premier tactical training school.
Yes,
well, maybe not as respected as the Marines facility at Fort Bush.
Fuck them. I need standard weapons there. I want to blow shit up. Yeah, so I'm in my third year, I'm already seasoned, I'm not the FNG anymore.
The Navy strongly encourages every sailor. The Navy maintains a survival training school. The Navy's Marie Curie research facility on Aquinas 4 is currently conducting research on a new strain of spaceborne virus that killed 220,000 citizens of New Atlanta.
Oh shit.
To lift the...
Man, that is how you start a game. What the stuff you see here is candy. It doesn't have anything to do with the main game, basically. But that is so creative, yeah. Coronavirus 99. Yeah, they predicted it.
Shuttle A138, you have clearance for landing on the Von Braun in Shuttle Bay 2. Welcome aboard, soldier.
Reinitializing memory streams. Restoring patient memory. Restoring memory. Restoring memory.
Steady yourself, soldier. This is Dr. Janice Polito of the Computer Ops Staff of the Von Braun. You're safe for the time being. You're recovering from the effects of surgery and will be unable to remember any of the events of the last few weeks. You're on board the starship Von Braun and something's gone very, very wrong. Some kind of force has hijacked this ship. That's why you volunteered to be implanted with some experimental cybernetic implants. Rely on your cyber interface. It just might save your life. You must find an elevator and come up to Deck 4 to meet me. Deck 4. Can you remember that? But keep your eyes open. They're after us both now. Watch out. I'm getting strange readings from that radar dish outside the window. It's become unstable due to... Move! Take cover!
Critical decompression hazard in the cryo recovery suite. Evacuate immediately.
Depressurizing and the blue vacuum shield won't last long. Get through a secure airlock before you're sucked into space. Move it!
Great. Gotta change the access codes out of Cryo A again. Like I've got nothing better to do. I think Grassy just likes to make work for me. I'll set the new code to 45100. That should be easy enough to remember.
Warning. Decompression event imminent. Please move immediately to cryo recovery B. Decompression event imminent.
This power cell is dead. There should be a recharger nearby. Just use it and it will recharge all the power-driven devices in your possession. After you've recharged the cell, plug it into the auxiliary power unit. That should open the airlock door. Be quick about it. The vacuum seals won't hold up much longer.
Man, der UI ist so gut.
Good. You've managed to get out before the whole area depressurized. I've just uploaded you some cybernetic modules. You can use them to upgrade your cybernetic rig at the upgrade units in this area. There are 4 types of units in the next room, one for each subsystem of your cybernetic gear. Stats, psi, weapons, and tech. But use the modules carefully. They're hard to come by.
somebody let me out? I can't find my card. Please, let me out of here.
Well done. I'm uploading some more modules.
The many sins.
Watch out. I'm getting...
Oh shit, okay. Man, but I'm really happy that this is receiving a new version. But with the classic engine, there was some Unreal crap. We'll definitely play it, yeah. That's really here video game history. Okay, let's return to Alien Isolation.